Hey, this is Fact Fiction Podcast with Brandon.
And Eric.
And we're going to bring you another Khans of Tarkir draft.
So, we're very thankful to all who watched the last one. And actually, we're very thankful to the guy who told us that it was, you can remap the F keys.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's going to be great. Hopefully, that'll put us less at risk of timing out.
Yeah, here's hope. So we could go soul tie if we wanted to.
Hey! I don't want
Probably
to.
not.
I don't want to.
Probably not, no.
I was listening to some statistics.
Okay.
What do you think the most drafted con is?
Obzon.
Easy.
Right,
okay.
absolutely.
On average, there are 3 Obzon drafters in a draft.
Okay.
Close second, tie for Teamer and Jeskai.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, just something interesting.
That is interesting, because I feel like there's probably at least one a dedicated Obzon drafter. You are the Obzon machine. Mm-hmm. And then everyone else is like trying to go Black-White Warriors.
Right, right. Well, and that's the thing is there's 2 main versions of Obzon, which is Obzon Aggro, which is more like the Black-White Warriors plan, maybe Splash Green for like an Obzon Charm or something.
Sure. And
then there's like the slower Outlasty style one. And I was actually watching a draft the other day that was really cool. It was just someone going all in on Kintry Invocations with Archer's Parapets.
Cool.
And it was crazy good.
Cool.
So yeah, just thought that just fun fact.
A little food for thought, a little fun fact.
Also, just kind of a thing that I'm going to try to keep in mind. Like, I think Obzon is good. I didn't really like it at first, but I've switched sides. Obzon it's clearly good.
Right.
But just knowing that there are on average at least 3 in a pool, like that pushes me out of it a little bit.
Yeah, that's enough to sort of try to find other. You're not saying we're going to turn down an Obzon Ascendancy if one's passed our way, but also maybe not.
I'm not trying to force it. I'm more of a go with the flow, like try to find my spot. I'd rather be in a con that isn't my favorite but is open than be fighting really hard for my favorite con.
Right. Absolutely. And so we did pretty well with Obzon last time, but I don't think that means that...
we had a great deck.
Yeah, we did. We had a
good
time.
Fun.
Absolutely, and I think the power of the Gilmore Girls really brought us...
It did. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be able to do it.
To the victory.
But that Gilmore Girls theme song, it'll get you there every time.
We're going to get our shit taken off YouTube just because the Gilmore Girls theme song.
Fucking copyright infringement.
Yeah, we are absolutely going to get pulled down. Son of a bitch. So we haven't recorded a new podcast in a week or so we're trying to bring people something who want to watch this. And if you... haven't checked it out yet, Factorfictionpodcast.tumblr.com, Factorfictionpodcast.podomatic.com, and then if you want to get a hold of us, Factorfictionpodcast@gmail. If you're somebody who's just stumbled upon our drafts and has watched them, thanks, man. Yeah. That's real cool. Thanks for commenting and telling us when we could have made better plays and telling us how Magic Online works, and like I'm not even being sarcastic. Legitimately,
no, not at all. I mean,
we're doing this so we can hopefully make somebody be mildly entertained. So.
Yeah, just overall, I think I'd like it to be a learning, teaching experience.
Yeah,
I wanna learn from the people who comment about stuff like, hey, you got to take creatures higher, and I want to teach people who know less than us or know different things than us. So I don't know. I just like that whole. If everybody's learning, everybody's winning.
Yeah, I think because
knowledge is power, and that's value.
And power is value, exactly. And I think it's important to note that we are the first person who jumped in the draft queue, so it feels like we bought the box.
Yeah, we did.
And so that's going to give us an advantage.
Clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're waiting for the last person to jump in.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, we're getting right to it.
I think we're doing a pretty good job of
vamping.
Oh, that's a much better word. I actually forgot the word I was going to say.
Were you going to say rambling?
No, what's the they do it in like Congress. Filibustering.
Filibustering, there you go.
That's kind of what we're doing.
A little bit.
Okay, that's not how we want that to be. Actually, none of this is how we want it to be.
The spacing is square.
All right, well, we opened a Stone Cold Not Bomb.
You don't think so?
Villainous Wealth is a really fun card. It's pretty good, but it pretty frequently goes like 6th or 7th pick.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's fine. I'm I'm not docking it at all, but sometimes it just doesn't do anything.
Okay. So what is a card that we would want then?
Definitely not the Swiftwing. The Tri-Lands are all great. I said it before, I'll say it again. I like Suspension Field pretty well. It's not my favorite removal in the set, but it's decent, and it hits stuff that, that's just hard to deal with. Other than that in here, man, this is just stinky.
Yeah,
I'm really only seeing these.
I would either take the land or Suspension Field myself.
I think the land keeps us more open.
Okay.
Which I like.
We're first picking a land, Wild Excitement.
Woo!
Here we go. Don't want to force it.
Okay, I mean,
might end up Obzon.
Kind of looking at this, I mean, this is actually the opposite of our last pack. It's kind of stacked. Obzon Charm, I'm liking here, especially following up a Sandstep Citadel. That's great. Nightblade's good. It's not my favorite Outlast Lord, but it's good. Abomination's good. Mandrills are good. Mystic is great. I really like this card.
Me too. I like it a lot in Jeskai. You can get a couple of the Jeskai dudes.
Or even in Sultai, if you're just going to clog up the ground and then just say, here, I have a 7-turn clock for you.
It wouldn't be bad to pick up a Mystic here, even consideration to the other land. And then we could just kind of go that Morphs route if we see them.
We could do that.
But Mystic might be a little bit better. I don't know.
A little bit better than what?
Than the land? Falls, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to take a land here. So you're thinking Mystic? That's the direction you want to lean?
Might as well.
Okay.
I haven't, I don't know, we've hit a couple of notes, but blue has not really been one of them. Well, Teamer. We played a little bit of blue with Teamer, but nothing too crazy.
So here I'm seeing not a ton that excites me. I'm not a huge fan of Quiet Contemplation. I think it's acceptable in a good Jeskai deck. Other than that, I don't really like it.
Be fun to build a good Jeskai deck, but that's about it. Quiet Contemplation.
I'm kind of just looking at this land again.
All right. Yeah, maybe and maybe we can be the 5-color player. Maybe we can start taking lands real highly, and then when everyone sort of, maybe I'll wheel that Morph, maybe I'll wheel that, whatever. Then we end up taking the Obzon Guides and those ones.
And the big thing is, I normally wouldn't want to just go in and force 5-color, but we've kind of this was a free roll. It was just a really stinky pack, and this kind of is too. This pack's just not great. There's nothing here that makes me want to push in a direction.
Yeah, I don't think we're missing anything yet. Staying open's pretty good. Splashing, we'll let you do it. Okay.
Okay, getting some stuff. Teamer Charm is pretty good. It's not fantastic. It doesn't do everything you want. I think it's a lot better in Teamer than I think Obzon Charm is better in a 5-color deck than Teamer Charm is.
Okay.
I think Teamer is really designed for the Teamer deck.
Right.
I like Savage Punch a lot. I really just think it's kind of premium removal. I like Abomination. I think attendance cost a little too much. Yeah. I wouldn't want to pick them here.
Abomination or Savage Punch wouldn't be bad. With how
Treasure Cruise is always a consideration.
I think I'd take it later.
Or the land. The land is worth something, worth mentioning.
I would probably take the Abomination or the Savage Punch. I think Flyers are pretty good, but then that puts us in a direction. But maybe we need one.
We'll take the Abomination.
You know what? Maybe, and at the end of the day, maybe we just eat an Abomination, and there we end up with it.
So we got a couple different things going on here. Goblin Slide is Quiet Contemplation's ugly cousin. This card is hot trash.
Yeah.
So you have to pay 4 to get 1 Goblin, and it costs 2 cards.
Right.
You have to pay 5 and 3 cards to get 2 Goblin. It's never, at no point on the scale does that work out for you.
Right.
I kind of like the Elder here. Looting is great. And 2-drops are really important, I think. However, this one isn't great. I like the 2-drops that can trade with Morphs. That kind of,
Right, this one takes a little bit of work.
I also, I love the Alpine Grizzly.
Yeah.
I have a love affair with Alpine Grizzly.
I mean, even if we end up in a weird Sultai sort of build, we're still green, we're still blue. It gives us something to do with it. So.
I think we're taking the Grizzly here.
Yeah. We haven't seen anything that really is going to pull us in a direction.
Here we go. This right here is a reason to be in 5-color.
Okay.
In 5-color, you want to prioritize lands, take powerful cards when you can, and any kind of 2-for-1.
Yep.
2-for-1s are exactly what you want. It makes me wish we would have taken that Savage Punch earlier. I'm kind of sad to pass another one here, but Warden of the Eye is just, it's a 2-for-1.
Cool. You know what? Let's do it, and then we can sort of remember things that make it good. And it's a bummer because I love Roar of the Challenge, but I see the trap in it.
Yeah, I think Roar of the Challenge is a great card to open in Pack 3.
Yeah.
I can't ever see myself taking one in Pack 1.
What do you take over in this pack, then?
Parapet is great for what our deck wants to do. War Behemoth is good, too. I mean, you just want as many morphs as possible in a 5-color type deck, because you just want to cast stuff. Mm-hmm. Basically, here I'm thinking Parapet buys us lots of time and is easy. War Behemoth is a little bit more modular. I think I like the Parapet better, though.
All right.
And curve considerations taken in too.
Yes.
Like, our 3 slot's going to be real full. Whatever we can get before 3 is good.
Snapping up a Parapet's pretty good. And at this point, is it one of those things where we're not really looking at anything that's power level wise, so we'd want the Bloodfell Caves?
I think I would lean towards Caves here.
Okay.
We want to try to pick up at least 3 or 4 lands in each pack. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of another free one.
And, you know, the nice thing is they keep coming through. Like the
Glacial Stalker is good. Basically, here it's between these.
These. Well, if we've already picked up 3 lands, Glacial Stalker might be good because that is that meat. You know what I mean? 4/5 is pretty...
Just a solid body.
Yeah, pretty good in this format. It turns on the Savage Punches we look to pick up.
Yeah.
You know, it is a good body.
Okay.
So
I like it too. Okay, wow, we actually have some choices here. I really like Hooting Mandrills. Mm-hmm. I think even for their actual cost, they're a fine card. Thornwood Falls, that's great too. And Krumar Bonkin is something to consider. It's another morph. Mm-hmm. Personally, I'm leaning toward the Mandrills here.
Might as well take power level where you can get it.
Okay. And I'm kind of liking where we're shaping up here. I'm actually feeling I'm feeling good about this. Mm-hmm. I guess we just take the morph.
Yeah,
we might play it, and a 1/5 flyer is actually good.
Yeah, it's not anything to shake a stick at.
Wow,
Treasure Cruise comes back. Yep. Okay. I don't know.
A race for the board.
Yeah, race for the board. I don't. Okay. You know, I hesitate to say that.
Oh, good, and a shatter too.
Oh man, and a land. We picked up a 4th land. Look at that.
Perfect.
we're killing it. Right. Let's see what we open. I don't know what deck this is, but we're making it. And honestly,
I think we're just in 5-color. You know,
yeah.
The tri-lands go a really long way. They're just very good.
I've never done the 5-color thing yet, so I don't know.
Here we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Mire works, and I mean we're gonna pull a Mire. Sorry,
there's there's stuff to talk about here. Sultai Soothsayer is a card that if this Mire weren't here, if this were like an Altar of the Brood, I would be leaning towards a Soothsayer because again, it's a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 in this pack. Isn't that killer?
No, it's really not. Other than that, I would say, the Tranquil Cove, of course. Mardu Hateblade, I like a lot. I think it does good work. Mm-hmm. But I've basically decided that I'm not going to pass fetches.
Right.
Why would you do it? Why would you pass money? If I was looking at this pack full of fake cards and someone handed it to me and there was a $3 bill in it, I would take the $3 bill.
Absolutely. It means more content for you.
And shit, it'll be good in our deck. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here it's looking... We got a couple considerations. Watcher of the Roost. Card is fantastic.
Watcher of the Roost always does it.
Who knew how good this card is?
Watcher of the Roost always does it.
I also really like the Weapon Master. There's another Savage Punch. We could have just been Savage Punch deck.
I love the Weapon Master so much. Savage Punch is great, and it turns on our Warden of the Eye. Right now we have 1 spell for Warden of the Eye, and it's probably not something we want to be casting multiple times.
Right.
Because you can only get non-creature, non-lands.
Right. I just don't know if I can take a Savage Punch this early, though, you know? Like
over a Weapon Master, do you think?
I mean, I'm looking at the Watcher mostly.
Yeah.
So the big thing is with these, the 3-color morphs, they're all interchangeable in our deck. We don't care which ones we get. They're all good. And only one deck can play this. Whereas...
Anybody can play Watcher.
2 to 3 decks can play a Watcher of the Roost.
We might get a Weapon Master back. All right.
Exactly. You know, basically, like, if we get a Weapon Master or a Glacial Stalker back, it's kind of... It's not the same. Like, I'd rather have a Weapon Master, but it's comparable. Looking at you, Frontier Bivouac.
Bivouac over Become Immense?
Yeah, I'm kind of going down on this card lately.
Hot.
I'm going down on it. I'm becoming immense, thinking about going down on Become Immense.
Woo!
But no, I've gotten blown out too many times when I cast it, and it's just that sucks.
Just waiting on the right moment, and
just trying to cast it and someone killing your creature. It's just you can't come back. It just sucks. And I'm really happy with picking up a Bivouac here. Okay, what do we have? Well...
You're really good at knowing card prices, by the way. That was a $3 rare.
Hey!
Look at you.
They're all pretty much around there. In this, I like Monastery Flock. I like the Cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
I like Hate Blade, and I like Parapet. Other than that, I really don't see anything worth much. I mean, Lamassu is great if you can cast it. And I mean, our deck might be kind of heading in a direction that you can cast it. But, how much better is Lamassu than Abomination?
Not too much better, but you come to a point where you have to find ways to win the game.
Right.
And so I think maybe having a Lamassu in our slow deck is not a bad way to be. It's going to be pretty not great every time we have it in our opening hand.
And that's kind of my thoughts, but I think the power level is there. A 5/4 flyer is just unstoppable in this format.
This format has no fucking flyers in it, so...
Okay, looking at some good options here. The Battle Priest is a fine card. We have no synergy with it, but it's still a fine card. Although I like the Sultai Charm over it.
Me too.
Personally.
Me too.
Force Away is good too. And Aerostorm is perfectly fine. Kill Shot. I mean, this is just removal.
Yeah, it's a good removal pack, which is good. It's going to be better with our Warden.
Sultai Charm is the best one here.
Yeah,
it's
easy. You take Sultai Charm and you hope to wheel some sort of removal there, I think.
Okay, wow, we kind of get our pick of some stuff here.
Oh, man.
I know you want this Weapon Master so bad.
No, I don't. I want the Kieran.
Okay, good. We're going to take the Kieran. The Kieran is the best card here.
And it pisses me off to see the Weapon Master because I want the Weapon Master so bad, but we have to take the Kieran.
But also, this shows you no one wants the Weapon Master.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. See, I'm learning. The learning?
Weapon Master, when it works, when you do it, it feels so good, but sometimes you don't, and it is just okay.
Yeah, Weapon Master will be better on a Kieran, and Kieran will just be fucking good. Okay.
I am looking towards Bring Low or Smite. Let's see, what's our creature count? We have 11 that we actually want to play right now, which is fine. I like both of them for opposite reasons.
I think Bring Low is fine. Right now, we also have to kind of keep in mind a mana consideration. We're fairly heavy white, we're fairly heavy green, and we're actually fairly heavy blue. We're like weird Bant right now.
Yeah, we're looking very Bant.
I
still think Bring Low is just better than Smite, though.
You think so? Okay.
I think so.
Let's do it.
So, Bring Low we want in every matchup, and Smite sometimes we just don't want in the deck.
Sometimes Smite whiffs. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think we have enough for students, so we grab the Cove.
Easy Cove.
Yeah, we're just going to fix our mana real well.
Wow, and the Soothsayer came back. That's exactly what we wanted here.
All right.
That's perfect.
Cool. More 2-for-1s. 2-for-1s all day.
I mean, I'm leaning towards the Bitter Revelation.
Bitter Revelation's fine for me.
Filter. This card's just bad. It's just not good enough in this format.
No.
And Swift Kick is also bad. It's just bad cards in a Bitter Revelation, so I don't know why I'm talking about it.
Bitter Revelation's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Our deck might play a Briber's Purse.
You think so? Just target creature can attack or block and sort of slow down the game.
We already have our Erase or Shatter.
Yep.
Also, I've never cited either of these in, and I've never seen anyone do it.
Right.
And this card basically says, you suck at Magic if this is in your deck.
Yeah, that's fair.
A skill test.
So it's Briber's Purse or Plains. Act of Treason, not the worst card I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think it's more likely that we would play the Master just to trade with Morphs. But an Act of Treason out of nowhere can be... I feel like Act is better in an aggressive deck.
Okay, so we'll take Master and sort of keep it on curve.
Take a banner.
Take a banner because you take a
banner here, I guess. Take an island here, I guess.
Right. And then we're doing pretty good on lands.
Gonna cut the purse and cut the 2 banners because we don't really want to play those things if we don't have to. And we're actually looking at a pretty good start here. We have what? 6 lands.
6 lands.
You want to end up around 10-ish, but also 3 of them are tri-lands. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Right now we're looking at also, I don't know. We're looking at picking up about 6 cards. Man.
We're gonna take the Delta.
Yeah.
I already said it. Don't need to explain it. And the great thing is, we're not giving up that much. I would be surprised if we didn't see either this Obzon Guide or Ponyback Brigade back. Although I think Ponyback Brigade is the worst of the multicolor of the Khan morph creatures.
I agree,
but it's not bad.
Yeah.
And even if we don't, Sagu Archer is fine. Like there's stuff that we might get back.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty important right now to start taking lands for sure, and then ways to win.
Yes, win cons.
Yep, I need a winning condition.
Jeez. So I really want all 3 of these cards. 2 for 1.
Yep.
Modal awesomeness that we have, but I mean, can we pass this tri-land?
Yeah.
As unexciting as it is, I just feel like it's just the way this deck loses is by not drawing its mana.
Right.
That is how 5-color decks lose the most. And like I don't want to, but I feel like I should just be a big boy and take the outpost.
Well, let's find out. Let's do it. You've got creative control here. I feel. I think the outpost is a fine card. I don't think you're throwing away your pick. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're looking pretty dang good. We got what?
As 4? I said,
we have 8 lands now.
Yeah. As I said, lands and ways to win.
Whatever we want now. Speaking of whatever we want, River Wheel Aerialists is great. It's just a better Venerable Lamassu. And I like Spell Snatcher as well. We want to have morphs. So let's just see. I mean, off the bat, do you have a direction that you're leaning?
In terms of what?
Just
of these 2?
Between those 2. I mean, unless you see something else that...
No, probably the Aerialists. I mean...
I think so, too.
I think we've got enough...
Spell Snatcher is cute, and, like, when it works, God, it feels so good.
I think we really have enough to sort of slow the game down until we can get a big flyer in play. Okay. And I think that's the kind of the way. We got a 4/5 flyer, we have a 5/4 flyer, we've got the 3/4 flyer, and we've got the Watcher to sort of apply pressure early. I think, and the Kieran. I think we're kind of a weird
flyers.
We're a weird flyers deck because it just works, especially in the set, and I think that's not a bad way to be. And here we go. You know what I mean? There's no land for us, and now we just kind of get to take some good shit.
So we got a good card here. Armament Core Armament Core is just great. Obzon Guide is either my favorite or second favorite of these this cycle. And Debilitating Injury is just solid removal.
Yep. I'm going to point away from injury because I feel like we have some removal. I know we don't have perfect removal, but I feel like, with Bring Low, with Sultai Charm...
I mean, that's all. We only have Bring Low, Sultai Charm.
Oh, I guess we did pass some other stuff.
We really don't have a good early game, is the thing. We've been picking up a lot of this endgame stuff. Our early game's pretty bad. Okay, we have Archer's Parapet and some stuff here.
Let's go back toward the Debilitating Injury, then.
Okay, I want that Obzon Guide, but I think this is the correct pick.
Right, I want the Obzon Guide, too, but I don't... we've got to have something. It's a bummer that it's not...
At this point, we need to survive to here.
Yeah.
Because we'll win if we get to this area.
And so does that lean us toward a Hate Blade? Does that lean us toward an Embodiment of Spring?
I mean, it kind of leans me towards another Parapet.
Yeah. Yeah, Parapet's a fun card, too.
I like that it only requires 1 color. Mardu Hateblade is basically a kill spell for an early threat, which is fine, but you don't get to pick and choose, really. Your opponent does, and I don't like that as much. Embodiment is pretty good, but again, I don't like that it's 2-color fixing.
Right.
Like, if you don't have blue or green, and that's what you need, you're just boned.
Yeah, so Parapet's just good in...
I think Parapet's just going to block. And if the game goes long, it's going to do 5 or 6 damage, too.
Yeah.
And...
I'm starting to see what your what your...
My, like, plan?
Your plan and also what you're talking about with this deck, because we literally can play most of our picks, if not all of them.
Right. Right, and that's... So doing this allows you to just take anything.
Yeah.
Here, we could take a kill shot. That's really... I'm liking that. I want this Sandstep Citadel. Right. I just want to be able to always cast everything.
Yeah.
And I just live in fear of just getting a Dirtle draw that you can't cast your stuff.
Better than Seek? No consideration for Seek?
I wouldn't play Seek.
Okay.
If you are casting a Seek the Horizon on turn 4, you're kind of getting run over.
7 seconds. What are we picking?
I want the Citadel, personally. I could be talked out of it, but I want the Citadel. I would like to pick up... I don't think we need any more lands. I would like to pick up another good piece of removal or two and another good couple morph creatures.
Okay.
And along those lines, we have a choice to make. I'm on the side of Pinewalker myself.
Yeah, I know you like you a Pinewalker.
I do. I really like me a Pinewalker. Jeskai Charm as removal is the least effective of the charms, really. Besides Teamer Charm, I guess.
If it wasn't Jeskai Charm, I'd say to go for whatever removal charm, but I think Pinewalker's a good solution.
I saw this and I was like, oh, Jeskai Charm. But Pinewalker is very powerful. It's a good morph. It's going to be easy to flip. And I think there are less situations out of Jeskai. Oh.
And then we get a real late Mystic or a Throttle.
Oh, it's so tough. Oh, that's really difficult. Mystic gives us inevitability. Throttle lets us kill things.
Looking at our curve right now, I think we've got a lot more on the inevitability side than the kill thing side.
Okay, so leaning towards a Throttle.
Yeah, I'd take a
Throttle. Plays well with a Warden of the
Plays well with Warden. I mean, we have to make our Warden valuable at this point, which sucks.
Okay.
Disdainful Stroke's not the best.
I mean, it's fine. I probably like sideboardy material. I've gone down on Dragon Grip a lot, and everyone else has. That's why you see them going super late now. Yeah,
we're also not the deck for it. We're not the Punisher early deck.
Right. I think it's either Stroke or Smoke Teller.
Okay.
Or like maybe this guy. But we have a lot of 3s. What do you think?
Stroke.
Okay. All right. Got a Stroke. Sandbar, Aerostorm, or Inoc Tracker. I mean, or Sidisi's Pet.
Aerostorm, I think, can be...
It can finish.
It can finish.
It can kill a creature.
Yes.
I think that's what we need.
Yep. We need to be able to finish as well.
I'm going to jump on this Highland game here.
I think so, too.
I like that it's green, and we want green early. Oh!
And then we get the Obzon guy
back.
And
is why... That's great. We needed that, because our creatures aren't fantastic. Oh, and another Highland game. Actually, the end of this pack really worked out for us.
Yep. And that's what happens when you play 5-color.
Yes. Again, I will say, we were clearly, very, very obviously, the only 5-color drafter in this. And also, people were not prioritizing lands. I mean, we ended up with 5 tri-lands. It's insane.
Absolutely. And you know what? We didn't even have to try.
Oh!
See what I did there? Come back at you with puns.
Also, I just want to say that we're clearly following the path that was set before us as we opened 2 fetches.
Yeah.
When we went 5-color.
Theoretically, that's what you want.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It gives us value. This draft is halfway paid for. And, it fixes all our lands. What else could you want? Okay, so we're going to group them separately and just kind of arrange some stuff here. So let's see. Right now, we want to play 18 lands. That's for certain. I think some easy cuts are going to be Leaping Master, Embodiment of Spring, Disdainful Stroke. And as far... Disdainful Stroke, I should say, sideboard, not a cut.
Right.
Oh, nice. Yes, wonderful.
Yes.
Some secret communication happening you guys don't get to know.
No, we're doing Navy SEALs hand signals.
Yes.
And you guys only know Air Force.
It's a really simple one. It looks a lot like rolling dice, and it means that Eric wants to jerk me off while I build the deck. And I will allow it.
Honestly, I'm going to wait until the break.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to wait until between rounds, so he's ready to go in round 1.
I am a bit loud when jerked off.
And there are other
people. I tend to cry out.
And then cry. So...
So, we'll just wait on that.
Yeah.
Looking to make 3 more cuts here.
You want to run 17, or you want to run 18 lands?
I want to run 18 lands.
Okay.
We kind of have ways to, like, filter through them with Revelation and Soothsayer. I really like our creatures. Oh, the Sage's Eye Harrier can come over here. And actually, it can just come all the way...
Right out of the deck.
Right on out. That was... Thanks for showing up to get the fuck out.
That was an early pick that was really, really easily abandoned.
I mean, it was out of a really weak pack.
Yeah. So we ended up with 5 targets for
Warden of the Eye.
Which is fine.
And they're all 6 targets.
Oh, you can't get... Oh, no creature, non-land. It's not instant sorcery.
Yeah. So we have 6 targets, and they're all good targets, kind of with the exception of Bitter Revelation. Like, it's fine. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, Warden of the Eye, basically, if Warden of the Eye is a 3/3 for 5 that lets you kill another creature, that's great.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So we're certainly not cutting any of our removal.
Nope. Don't cut removal.
And I don't really want to cut the Warden either. I don't think we want to cut any morphs. All our morphs are pretty good quality. Mm-hmm. I like the double Parapet, double Highland game. Like, that makes me feel nice and safe in the beginning.
You didn't end up cutting you did end up cutting the Treasure Cruise, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Where'd that go?
I don't know. We had one, didn't we?
We did. Did I cut it on accident? Where's our Treasure Cruise? Oh, you know what?
Is it in our...
Aha!
Oh, because it's a 1,000,000 drop.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. So we even have more...
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye, boosters.
Thanks for telling... originality consists not in saying what no one has ever said before, but in saying what you think yourself. Pretty ironic that I just read that quote from someone else.
It worked out.
And we just...
And good, we've broken Magic Online.
Okay, I need to change that setting. I don't want chat to pop up and tell me that I bought a booster pack. I'm in the draft. I know I bought a booster pack.
Right, the booster pack is opened.
Okay,
it had a fetch lane in it.
Not cutting any of these. Mm-mm. Maybe the Bitter Revelation... Although I like it with the Treasure Cruise and the Mandrills and the
Soothsayer fills up the yard. You know what I mean? Like, we've got a couple of reasons we'd want the yard.
Although I guess the Soothsayer does the same job as the Revelation and is a 2/5.
Yeah, and it does draw you a card and it does make you lose 2 life. Okay, all right. I see. I can see consideration for the Revelation. Yeah.
So we'll put it up here next to the Lamasu.
Is Alpine Grizzly doing anything important in this deck?
Being aggressive and killing stuff.
We're not, and we do it in other ways.
I think it's acceptable to get this Alpine Grizzly out of here. I think I can. I don't want to, but I can live with that.
We have 17 creatures now. We have 16.
We're gonna cut the Revelation now.
Okay.
And we're there.
That's it.
That's our deck.
That's what we needed.
So great. We have some sideboardy stuff. If we find an issue, like I could see if we get in a real aggressive matchup, cutting the Lamasu for the Grizzly.
Yep, absolutely.
Or something like that, but I do like just starting with the most power level possible.
Yeah.
So we're going to move this in here.
And then we're going to sort by color, I feel.
Yes, we will. Sort by color.
Okay.
Okay, and it does some weird
janky shit.
Piles.
Okay.
I don't know how to... make that stop. Oh, combine groups. There we go.
Yep. We're going to combine them.
I just learned how to do this.
Nice. Look at that.
That's
learning.
Live learning.
Okay.
We're going to make this bigger because we don't need to look at that stuff. Okay.
Okay, so we don't...
We are heavy green. Mm-hmm. Heavy... We're kind of Bant.
We're pretty base Bant, and we have a little bit of a black splash and a little bit of a red splash.
Actually, we have some pretty serious black.
Yeah, we have some pretty real black in the morph section and the charm section.
Yeah, we'll just put all these together.
So we have 3 red cards, one of which is double red. That's shitty. Maybe Aerostorm should have gone out.
It still can. Again, though, our red mana is kind of just free, I think. Like, we're not gonna have to put... We're gonna have to put 1 mountain in the deck for our Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Why can't...
This draft is going to be called Brandon Gets Frustrated with Moto.
We can really easy cut this forest and this island.
Uh-huh.
And this plains. Even though those are our main colors.
Right. That's weird to do.
It is weird.
Okay, but we have... Okay, so we've got how many red sources? We got the caves if we run a mountain. Or no, Caves Mire if we run a mountain. Bivouac, Monastery.
Yeah, we have Caves, Mire, Bivouac, Monastery, Outpost. All gets us red. So we right now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources. It's free.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just free. So I think that's kind of fine. I also think Alpine Storm is better than Aerostorm is better than Alpine Grizzly.
For sure. We got 3 minutes, so let's make sure we get our lands right.
Okay. So let's just start counting sources. So white sources. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 white sources.
Blue.
Blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources. So think about blue. Green, we have 1, 2, 3 green sources. Okay. Black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mm-hmm. So maybe like 1 swamp, 1 mountain. Lots of blue and green. And a plains or 2. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. So that stuff, I think we can take out a plains.
And we definitely need more green.
Yeah. I'm actually going to take out another plains. Mm-hmm. I think we can get by with 1 plains.
We need early green for sure.
So let's see. We're looking at 40 now.
18
that
lands.
Gives us... God damn it.
We're going to lose to my slow computer.
I just don't understand why it's panicking like this. Why it's...
I don't know either. There we go.
Okay, thank you. It's okay. We have a minute. And, worst case scenario, I will just press submit.
Right, at the last
I just want to do another count again.
Sure.
So right now we're looking at green sources. Most important one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mm-hmm. Acceptable.
Yeah.
Blue sources. Second most important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Right, we're running islands to get, we're running a swamp to get, we're running the mountain. We're not fucking ourselves on our fetches.
So white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black. So I wish we didn't have to run a swamp.
Right.
But I think we'll be... Honestly, we could even cut like a Bloodfell Caves for a forest. But I think we might just be fine.
No, let's try it.
Cutting the caves?
No, let's try it on the deck, yeah.
Okay. So that's something... I don't know if I have the wherewithal while I'm drafting a 5-color deck to look at the lands I'm drafting and think about that. Because, we picked up a Bloodstained Mire at wherever and passed 2 Thornwood Falls.
Uh-huh.
And those would have been a big deal.
Right. We're gonna pause now and we'll join you back for round 1.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was rambling.
It's alright.